The Habibi gang, the Habibi gang. Running up the chat, make the...
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, guys?
We are back with Mr. Al Stewart.
Yes.
We've done one song, and you all told us we have to. This was the number one requested, the one we're doing today. Time Passages or Passage. Yeah, Time Passages. So we are gonna check out the official audio one, not a live performance, because of the way. I think mainly because of the way the production felt in the first song, the production value, the way it was mixed and mastered. I feel we wouldn't be doing it a
Justice.
favor or justice if we don't do it as per the recorded version rather than the live performance. Maybe at one point we'll visit the live performance as well because we have no idea how he looks like, how they look like. Will be interesting. Okay, without any further ado, Time Passages official audio. Let's go. We have the lyrics opened up. The album title.
It was late in December, the sky turned to snow. All around the day was going down slow.
Why am I getting chills?
Night like a river beginning to flow. I felt the beat of my mind go drifting into time passages.
Oof.
Yes, go falling in the fading light. Time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train home tonight. Well, I'm not the kind to live in the past. The years run too short and the days too fast. The things you lean on are things that don't last. Well, it's just now and then my line gets cast into these time passages. There's something back there that you left behind. Oh, time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train home tonight.
Very strange phrasing of the song, the way he sings Time Passages.
Yeah.
How he cuts passages, passages.
But a very sweet song. Like it's talking about time passages and stuff, right? But it is
Surprisingly upbeat.
yes, and no, but it has hints of positivity.
It is, but he's talking about, like, for example, here, the years run too short and the days too fast.
Yes.
But his voice is not, the years run too short. No, he's like the time.
Yeah, but he's also in his lyrics, he's not talking about missed things in the past in his life. He's not talking about that. So that's why I'm saying
on the last train home tonight. But isn't that like the last train metaphor of?
no, I wouldn't want to go there. I don't think
That's why I was very hesitant to say it also. But even if I go by the rhyming, it's very, very interesting because he says there was, like here, for example, the years run too short and the days I'm not the kind to live in the past. The years run too short and the days too fast. The things you lean on are the things that don't
last.
last.
Fast.
And then what? Well, it's just now and then my lines get cast into these time passages. So he didn't even stop there, which last, fast, past, cast.
Yeah.
It got all merged into, cast into these. He didn't stop there. There's something back there that you weren't left behind of time messages. It was interesting how he said it.
There's something back there that you left behind.
Oh, before that line.
Things that don't last. Well, it's just now and then my line gets cast into these time passages.
Yeah, he just keep going.
There's something back there that you left behind. Oh, time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train home tonight. Hear the echoes and feel yourself starting to turn.
Bro, the mixing.
Don't know why you should feel that there's something to learn. It's just a game that you play.
Wow.
Oh my God. Is that the train?
Could be, yeah. Oh my God.
Well, the picture.
All right, you know, the obvious stuff,
Yeah.
the composition, the lyrics, the vocal delivery, the tune overall, the steady drumming, all beautiful and literally magical. But what's really getting my attention, and again, this is the very second song we've heard. And I think it's literally the second time I'm gonna emphasize on this because the production is unbelievably clear on this one. Bro, this is from the late 70s. This sounds like it's produced yesterday. It's so crisp and clear and the multi-layers. Look how many instruments we're playing just now.
But I have to say that it's done. It feels so simple. Like, okay, you may not agree to this, but to me, I feel that even the arrangement is simple. It may not be simple because you're saying that there's so many instruments, but the arrangement of it and the way it's just simple. And I absolutely love the simplicity of this.
I know what you're saying by simple. Maybe it's the wrong term, but I understand and I agree. I think what you're saying is like it's an easy listen.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, it's an easy listen. Like jazz can be sometimes
Yes.
easy listen, despite the complexity of the tones and the notes and the actual difficulty in playing the instrument, etc. But that is second to it. Is it easy to listen or not?
Yes,
right?
it's
so
easy
this
to
is
listen,
this
yeah.
one is very easy to listen. And in fact, it just puts you in a soothing mood. Despite whatever topic it may be talking about. It's almost here. Lyrics take a second seat. A back seat rather.
I'm going to repeat myself and say here again, this is the kind of song where you want to sit in your room alone on that couch, play the vinyl, close your eyes, and just drift off somewhere.
I'm going to go back to this section because this section was absolutely gorgeous. And the amount of instruments there, you cannot.
When you say amount of instruments, how many instruments are you hearing?
It's not just the instrument, but the layering of what is happening. Like,
But even I don't feel like the layering is complex.
okay,
It's
let's talk about it. 1 second. Like the classic guitar here that came in was beautiful.
Yes, it was, yeah. What is that sound? It sounded like the whistle of a train, but what is making that sound? What instrument?
I don't know. See here the strings, like a violin.
What is this? Guitar.
Okay, here, now a sax just came in and started playing, right? And at the same time, that's what I'm talking about, the layering and the amount of intricate details. Listen to the drumming, what he does on the ride. There is this, he does this very nice touches. Listen to it. Way in the back. And the strings. So you heard the strings here?
Yeah.
A whole section almost of violins maybe, or whatever, cousins of violins. I am not an expert, but like that alone is multi-layered because it's harmonized. It's like multiple notes playing at the very same time, some deep, some high, all while the guitar, the electric, not electric, the classic guitar was playing some notes. The sax was playing with heavy reverb on it just to give even that much atmospheric sound to it. And the drumming, like I told you, with these nice triplets on the ride or on the bell. All these are happening at the very same time, and your brain doesn't necessarily separate all this, but just takes the whole bulk of space. It gives that space because even as the vocalist, he just steps back and let the instruments take charge. So now it's very spacious in terms of production. It's all over you. It's coming from the right, it's coming from the left, it's coming from in front and in the back. That's what I'm talking about, the production values.
But hang on a minute. There is drumming here? I can't pick up on the drumming.
Who's playing the beat? What? Hold on. I'm concerned. Hold on. Listen.
Okay, that's see, I could, if I find, you told me, so I focused on it.
Agreed.
And I didn't know that there was drumming because I could only tell the guitar and the sax and the violin. I couldn't, and possibly even a piano at some point, but I can't.
Yeah, but that's my point. That it's just layers of stuff that is just, if you focus on something, you'll hear more. And it's the kind of music where the more you listen, the more you uncover. Like if you listen to it again, you're like, oh shit, I didn't even hear the blah, blah, blah in the back. And it's sitting here in the left corner. It's not sitting as a straight split of left and right.
And that's exactly why it's an easy listen. And that's exactly why I said it's a simple listen.
Yeah. But that is the feel that it gives you. It is not the composition, nor the production. These can be very complex, but give you a nice, relaxing feel. You can hear a symphony of 200 people playing all together, right? An entire symphony section. You'd be like, wow, that was such an easy listen.
Yeah.
But it composes of all in 200 humans playing together with multiple sections that you can only pick when you hear again. You're like, oh, there's a horn section here. And there's a harp. Did you hear the harp? Did you hear the piano? You know, all these you pick apart when you listen to it. But the first listen, it's giving you this soothing feeling or an angry feeling or an anxious feeling, whatever.
What kind of music would you call this? Is it jazz? It's not jazz, right? It's jazz.
I don't wanna put a label because I wouldn't know.
No, don't put a label. But
no, I don't know how to phrase this or put this as I'm not exactly
It's
sure.
a music for a classic Thursday. I feel like
Twice. Let's move on. Electric guitar.
picture is
Man.
changing now. You're part of a crowd. They're laughing at something. The music's loud. A girl comes towards you. You once
Towards
used to
you?
know. You reach out your hand, but you're all alone in those time passages. I know you're in there, you're just out of sight. Oh, time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train home tonight.
Wow. Wow. Oh, listen to the drumming.
There's even you know that thing on the, I don't want to say marimba, but it's that thing with the hand that you do that has, what is it called? You know what I mean? Like you do this and then you do it to your hip and then you do this and you bang it on your hip. You know what I mean? The thingy.
Keep describing. You put it like this, you bang it on your hip, and you put it like this, and you bang it in your hip. Keep going, keep going. It's going south. It is.
Does he seem like a British singer-songwriter to you? I can't tell from his
I
accent.
have no idea. I've never seen him or
does
anything.
not-
But he's even born, apparently, where was he? In Glasgow,
Scotland.
Scotland. And here it says folk, British folk music.
Folk.
What the folk did I say? I said folk.
You're
British
pronouncing
folk.
the L. Don't pronounce the L.
'Cause
Folk.
Scottish, that's how they say it. In Glasgow, that's how they say.
Fine.
All
Yeah.
the boys and girls.
Girls. No, but I don't think this is.
I don't know. I
this is
genuinely
folk.
have no
I
idea.
can't tell this is folk rock.
Correct. To me, it doesn't strike me
We
as.
could be wrong.
No.
We most
are.
likely are wrong.
We know already. But it's because folk is subject to the song, meaning it doesn't necessarily mean that his entire career, his entire album
course,
is
yes.
so and so and
Yeah.
so. A song itself can have a hint of this and have a hint of that. So I don't really care about genres. Anyways, were decided. Nobody writes for a genre. It's like a genre is assigned, and it isn't necessarily written in stone. You know what I mean? Like somebody can see it as so and so, and somebody can say like, no, this is progressive rock, and so. Anyways, besides the point. Anyhow, this was such a beautiful, gorgeous listen song.
It really was.
We're gonna cry.
It really was. This is our second listen to Al Stewart, and I am so curious, and you are too. I know that what is there in his discography? Like, we are yet to learn. And he is still 80 years young. It wasn't there from a thumbnail that we saw that he's, well, I don't know how recent, but
2022.
he performed this song, which we'll probably check out by ourselves, but
Unless you all want us to, then we'll do a reaction to it. I absolutely don't mind. It will be interesting to see him now in his day and age performing and hear him how this progress, especially for a song that we now know, a beautiful song like this.
Here's a question for you. Out of all the many instruments in the back, have you ever wanted to learn the sax?
Yes, big time. In
Really?
school, yeah. And I picked it up. I got dizzy when I tried it first time because of how difficult.
I think you should learn the sax
Yeah, I don't mind. Why not, man? It's a beautiful
Just
sounding.
for a private show.
Yeah, sure. For that, you will find me on a different tier on Patreon. Join. It will be Batush Sax. Batush Sax Attacks. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
The Habibi gang, the Habibi gang. Running up the chat, make the place go bang. No boasting round, we turning up loud. One big fam, yeah, we make you proud. The Habibi gang, the Habibi gang. We vibe so sweet like a mango stand.